All right, so we're here. This is it. I'm doing this a little early, but I gotta show you guys this. Finally came in. This is a replica jersey hoodie. That's right, baby. All right, let's get going. I guess the proper way to start this off is the waifu list. I'm gonna just do top three because this is a solid top three. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Muse, Amagi Brilliant Park. Tanashi, Infant Stratos. Yukino, Fairy Tail. Let's see, what does AJ stand for? My full name is Aldo Torres Jr., and my mother was very sick with me. My father couldn't agree on baby names. There's a couple things thrown out there. Gino, but the one that stands out is Michael Torres. Kind of has a ring to it. MT. Who knows? I thought about maybe I wouldn't be relentless. Maybe I'd be my username would be running on empty. Instead of the word empty, it's MT. I don't know. Let's see. How do you come back into writing? I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. After a couple college professors told me my writing would never take seriously, the semester ended. Didn't end as last semester didn't end as great as I wanted it to be. There are some days where I just cried myself to sleep, and I didn't. I mean, I'm just an overthinker. I didn't have much confidence at the time, and when I was in that time at work where work was very slow, I couldn't leave the house. I was basically dirt poor. I got a Netflix subscription. I started watching anime. I knew there was no season 3 of Rosario Vampire, so I googled it and everything, and I found some fan fiction stories. Then next thing you know, the Kuremu X Reader happened, and boom. Started from her to, Heaven's Lost Property to, I think it was Misere and Zenobia to Akino, and then the rest, go down the list, it's history. Here I am. Is writing a hobby, or did you think about going professional? You gotta love it before you be a professional. Now, some people, I'm technically an amateur writer. The check that I've got from writing, I put a lot of money into it, so I'm at a loss still, but it's just how it goes. It happens. But the passion's gotta come first before anything else. Favorite anime and character from that anime? There's a lot. Manga series, I'm going Rosario Vampire, and I'm going Misere in that one. Anime, there's just so many. There's so many I could just name. I mean, in Fairy Tail, I really like a few people in there. That's Urza. That's let's see. What am I thinking of? Damn, I can't think of her name. It's her cat friend. I know her name's on the tip of my tongue. Alexa Tipton voiced her. But there's so many in there. Hinata from Naruto. Just the list goes on. That's really hard. Tips. I've got so many tips as far as writing goes. And this goes to breaking down things. Now, a lot of people wondered about how I did Tsubaki. What you pretty much do is you go off of her best friend Sona. Best friends are very alike. So what we have something is sometime in the end of season 3, you find out that Kiba really has affection towards Tsubaki, which I was shocked at the time. And what happens is you break down the personality and what they do. So in my perspective, because you have to think of plot and you got to think about how the character is. And plus you have to, if they're with somebody or they have a crush on somebody, you have to break it in half to a point. So my thought was, we have a bitchy Uh, Obituary secretary looking broad who isn't appreciative and doesn't make the time. So Kiba said, I deserve better. He walks away. She's crushed. She's insecure. And this adds to the character development. And even though she's only had like seconds, so it seems, of screen time, I was able to capture the personality of who she is and how to develop around it. And that goes for a lot of characters. You got to break down the character, and then when it comes to certain things, now mind you, sometimes it's motivation, sometimes it's notes, sometimes it's film. Just remember, guys, if we go by Rias 1, My Pawn 1 alone, that has over 100 hours into it. That's film, that's plotting out, that's writing out, that's start to finish, sometimes going back to the film, sometimes just writing out the chapter very slowly, that's editing. There's 100 some odd hours into that one story alone. And some just as much, some a little bit less, some a little bit more. But these things take time. But I love it. As far as other tips, it's case by case. And I'm just going to let you know that if anyone wants any tips, I got 1,000 of them, from music to listen to motivation to how to work around plot. There's a lot of ideas, from playing things out in your head to what the logical route is. But if you want tips, just, something specific, because I get this occasionally where it just goes, any advice, any tips. Let's say what you want and let's break this down. Let's possibly get on a Discord call or, PS4 chat or something. Because guess what? At the end of the day, this is your vision, your project. I can only help so much. And what I got to do is, instead of beating around the bush, I got to help you nail it and try and get you back to the pad. So that's just the way I see it. Let's see. How do you find inspiration? Well, I had a mob story I wanted to do at the time. Haven't published it. I finished it back to front. It's a guy from the 1920s, Great Depression. He's working at a factory and a gas station. Miserable life at the time. It's the Great Depression. And next thing you know, he's at work. You see a guy in this finer suit. Actually, the suit that I have, worn, you guys seen me in, that's actually my dream suit I thought of from the mob story. It is a black suit, navy shirt, black tie. So this guy, this capital regime, is getting his gas pumped, his car pumped with gas. Sorry, I can't talk. And what happens is he just goes, hey kid, what are you doing here? He goes, I'm just trying to make ends meet, man. He goes, young kid, Italian guy, wants to make money, see if you can live the life. Boom. Finished it start to finish, and I gotta get back to that sometime. And it just started from there. You could get inspiration, you just gotta think it through, and you gotta want to do it. Let's see. The Twitch ambassador saying gamers are white supremacists. What's your thoughts? White supremacy is not something I take lightly, and I don't like the stereotype being attached to anybody. We all bleed red. I'm an Italian, Portuguese, American. That's who I am. I live in one of the most diverse cities in all of America, in Danbury, Connecticut. And I went to school with kids of every single race just about, except maybe some sort of islander. But all across the globe, I'm pretty sure me or my sister have been to school with every single nationality, if not very close. But the matter of the fact is, all of us are equal. All of us bleed red. And most importantly, we shouldn't assign stereotypes. I've been accused of things because of this hat. That's why I'm wearing it now, because of that question. As far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't label people. Particularly where I am, that happens too much. And it needs to stop. I do not take those names lightly. And before I get very angry, we are moving on. Or if we want to go by the mob persona, hey, what's wrong with the quiz around here? The freaking Johnny over there with his husband Clyde makes my tomatoes in the garden. What's the matter with you? Now we're back. All right. What would you teach Cecilia Alcott? Not to be so bougie. What could she make that's edible? Rice balls. No meat. No cheese, nothing. Just rice. A little bit of soy sauce. And that piece of seaweed wrap. Simple. Maybe a pancake. Yeah, I'm gonna need let's see, dream waifu date. Hold on. I'm gonna need to get down to business with this one. Hi, how you doing? I'm Don Rell. I'm the cap regime of the Demolish family. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a dream scenario date. I mean, we talking lunch, we talking dinner, lunch date, something casual. Take her to a nice place. Grab myself a nice sandwich, Gotta get the nice roast beef with the provolone and some fresh bread. Talk about things for a little bit. She goes one way, I go the other way. Bada bing, bada bang, bada bop. And, I just do my thing. But at nighttime, oh my God, I'm Italian. I'm bringing the dinner. You want on the water? Fine. You want seafood? Fine. You want steak and lobster? Fine. You want something casual? Shit, ain't no sweat off my ass. I'm gonna do it. Nice dinner. A little walk on the water if it's summertime. Wintertime, goes about a fire. Nice cuddles at the end. That guy can't complain. What you gonna do? It's funny. My ex-girlfriend hates this hat. Absolutely hates this hat because she doesn't think it fits on my head correctly. But everyone else seems to love it. Oh well. But that's all I got, guys. And if there's any more, if you missed out, I'm always around. So please smile, stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your weekend. I love you all. You've been great to me. See ya.